Welcome back to the Career Mode RTG, episode 3 of season 9, and I have some good news. Thanks to Sparring DK, whose channel I'll link in the description down below, we have been able to edit the transfer budget. I have some pennies. The way it ended up working out was around about 115 million pounds as to where I was. So we have enough money now. Financial takeover just wouldn't work. Couldn't figure out why, so we ended up manually editing the budget. So we now have the money that we should have had from the board anyway, because of our successes last season. So fingers crossed, we should now be able to get Martinelli in, and then from there, who's transfer listed as well, actually, it is worth pointing out, who from there we can then think about transfers. Maybe another one in this window. I doubt. Maybe I could go for Dean Henderson, and then maybe see how much money we've got left at the end of the January, or at the beginning of the January transfer window. They want 70.7 with a sell-on clause. I will offer them 57.5 with a larger sell-on clause, and propose a new and submit that offer. See what they say. 65.3. They're coming down. They are coming down. How about 60 on the nose? We accept 60. Good. Okay. Fantastic. Gabriel Martinelli is on 120 grand a week. Now, what was... I can't remember what Brandon Williams was on. I think he was on about the same, 120 or 125. And we offered him 100 grand. And he was happy enough to accept that. And I imagine he'll want crucial here. Martinelli willing to accept an important squad role, not crucial. That's very good. Means we were... Oh! And he's willing to almost half his wages. I'll remove the bonus and give you an extra bit of money a week. But that's bang on if he'll sign that. Let's go! Martinelli is in. We have ourselves a new starting highest rated left winger. Wonderful news. That is superb. Now what I can now do is go over to this team and make this my highest rated side. That was the plan for sim games this season. We have more depth in the squad now, so I am able to play higher rated players more often. Right, okay, well that's the way we are right now then. Martinelli in on the left hand side. I have about 50 or so million pounds left. I will save that till January so that I can get your feedback on what to do with it. I would imagine that we'll go for Dean Henderson. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll say I'll consider it. He is going to play in this next one anyway. In the Carabao Cup. People are pretty much recovered their stamina. We might have to make do with some lower stamina on some players in certain games when playing, but why am I simming this? I wanted to play this game. We've got 2 games in today's episode, and my brain was just so hell-bent on Carabao Cup. Don't care about that. I'll sim it. Okay. Well, Cano sent off. Thanks, Eusebio. I wanted to play that game. Never mind. We'll sim it. We're going to win it comfortably, but apologies for that. I was just on autopilot. Okay, well, we shall play Tottenham. And then have we got a game at the beginning of February I could play? No, or September. September is just 3 games. Well, we'll have Champions League football in September soon. So I'll play the first game of September in today's episode as well. I'll say it was a tough decision. Did he want a rest? Oh, I thought... I just thought it was him saying, can he play? I didn't actually read it properly. I really was on autopilot, wasn't I, during that last little section. Right, let's go and play Tottenham. Oh, Jesus. Let's go and play Tottenham. What have the Cambridge board said now? Oh, it's match rescheduled. Transfer offer for Mepham. Now, you guys asked me to not sell players like Mepham and Skip and just keep the numbers here for the depth. So we will do that. We will do that moving forward. We'll keep everybody at the club and just add to it. We'll just add to it. Jack wants to play. You will play in the next game, actually, Jack, because we'll play with that 11. And I'll put Campos back on the right. And you can come in there. There we go. Right then. My first opportunity to play with Martinelli is at home against Tottenham. So when we signed Brandon Williams, he played against his former team. When we signed Martinelli, he plays against his former rival. Spurs are right behind us in the league. Chelsea won 4 from 4, annoyingly. But if we can win 3 from 4, we can go up to 10 points and still be 2 points behind them. City could also go, well, they go top if they win their game in hand, which is against Watford away from home, who, to be fair to them, are 6th. Right, Tottenham Hotspur, Gazaniga in goal, Joshua Kimmich, Tanganga Rugani and Luke Shaw, Bentancur and Kakare, Hakimi, Bernardo Silva, Ismail Assar, with Luka Jovic at striker. A strong Tottenham Hotspur 11. A very strong Tottenham Hotspur 11. But we've improved too. 2 new left-sided players. It's Martinelli's first touch. We'll do what we did with Brandon Williams and give him a good early first touch. Settle the nerves. And Campos hopefully could do something down the right. He's going to have the legs on Luke Shaw here. Whipping a good cross, but that's going to be keeper's ball, unfortunately. Positive attacking start. I would love 3 points. Well, I'm going to need to win as many games as I physically can to challenge for the title, whether it's this season or next. But I would very much like to do it this season if we can. My initial plan, and I'll air this out loud, as it's been something that I've been contemplating in my head for a little while. My plan is, at least I have an idea to, when we finish this Cambridge United series, that would be all for FIFA 20 on the YouTube channel. And I would, until FIFA 21 comes out, or we start getting FIFA 21 content available to us as part of the Game Changers program that I can show you, I would then stream full eyes offside. Stream full time and take a little 2 or 3 week break from uploading FIFA content on YouTube and play games all day, every day that I can on stream, and try and give the Twitch channel a bit of a boost prior to FIFA 21 launch, because I'd like to think that you guys would come back for FIFA 21 even if, you know, there hadn't been some content for a couple of weeks other than maybe the highlights of the F1 streams. So let me know what you think of that idea. Obviously, I know not all of you enjoy watching stream content, but it is something that, I mean, I've never given myself a break from the YouTube channel, ever, other than the occasional holiday. So it might be nice for me to not have to upload every single day for a little bit of a period to give myself a break. It's something that I know a number of other YouTubers do. I've never utilised that as an option for me, mainly because I haven't had the ability to do so. But now that we're streaming as often as we are, and the streams are going down as well as they have been, get that, Don Brown, he's got the ball. Oh, referee. And now that the streams are going down as well as they have been, it's something I'd like to consider, if you wouldn't mind, if you'd be willing to come across and watch the streams instead of the content here on YouTube. For obviously, it would just be until 21's here. It might not even be that long. Oh, he's going to save it with his feet and then keep it. Oh, tucked underneath his body. We get the chance to go 1-0 up, and unfortunately we aren't able to take it. But maybe it might not be long until we go 1-0 up. Anyway, Don Brown is in behind. Oh, it's not long until we go 1-0 up anyway. Strike from Dominic Brown. Pick that out. Wow. Replay, please. I would like to watch that again. We mentioned that Don Brown has decent finishing and he's more of an all-round midfielder now rather than an out-and-out defensive mid. And if he's going to score goals like that, he can play at striker. What a goal! Let's go. 1-0 Cambridge. Campos is on his bike. And can we thread that through? No, well cut out by Luke Shaw. Ismail Assar looking to set the Tottenham attack up quickly. I don't know, that was a pass. It just looked like it just rebounded to him. Oh, the footwork from Kakare on the through ball. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. If ours was a great one-off finish, then the build-up play there was just as good. The footwork here from... Oh! How has he done that? And the through ball is so precise. And Bentancur running through from deep makes it 1-1. Kakare, I don't know what his dribbling stats are. He's 87 rated. His dribbling stats must be pretty phenomenal for him to be able to move his feet that quickly. That was outrageous. Really, really good equalising goal for Tottenham Hotspur. And they're back level. Avoiding defeat is the most important thing, I suppose. But if we want to be winning titles and challenging for titles, we have to be beating our rivals as well as beating everybody else that's lower down the table. Nice ball back to Campos. I do have support here from Perez-Siol. In there to Abadia. Oh, and he's powered past. We're going to get some luck. No, it's going to fall straight to Kakare of all people again. 2 minutes to go in the half. It's probably going to end at 1-1. Ismail Assar. That's a good run. Good strength to hold off the defender there. From Jovic too. Sarr into the middle. Please win this. Oh, Hakimi gets the leap on Brandon Williams. Thankfully, the Moroccan has missed the target. Tottenham always, or not always, but the majority of the time do tend to utilise Hakimi higher up the field. Certainly very capable of playing in that role. Is a bit of a waste of his defensive talents. Don Brown. Oh, it's a foul, surely. Thank you, ref. Hauled to the floor by the midfielder. We're going to get the chance to take that shot. Well, I thought we might for a moment, but then no. Well, that's gone well. You get that out wide. You're going to go on the overlap, please, 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 please. Thank you, Perez-Siol. Then forget the ball, but Martinelli's there at the back post. Oh, sneaking in behind Joshua Kimmich. Very, very nearly 2-1. Martinelli just ghosting in. Was a tough angle. Done well there with Brandon Williams. And that's a lovely ball by Martinelli to feed Brandon in again. I see Jack Rolls there. No! He's played the pass behind him. Joshua Kimmich. Inside to Bergwijn. Will stand in there with Berger and win it back. And now Kimmich's out of position. Maybe Martinelli can utilise that space on this left-hand side. He's running out of space and stamina. Oh, it's a lovely touch and turn by Rolls. Yes! I'll do the apology celebration because it's against his former team. But Captain Jack comes through again. And that's why he continues to start in that number 10 role and holds the number 10 shirt. Turns the defender and buries it on his weaker left foot. That's a great finish. The quality of goal in this game has been very high. And with seconds to go, Jack Rolls has his second goal of the Premier League season in 3 Premier League games, and we will have another set of 3 points. And it was practically the last kick of the game as well. Yes! That's huge for us. To be able to win and take points off a rival as well is so important, and we need to keep that going throughout the course of the rest of the season. City beat Watford. You would expect Manchester United to beat Crystal Palace. I don't know what Liverpool and Chelsea and Arsenal are doing. Chelsea had already played, hadn't they? City go top with their goal difference after winning 4 from 4 now. They have finally shown a breach in their backline, though. Scoring goals well this season. Conceding still slightly a little bit too many, but 5 from 4 isn't the worst in the world. Good. It's a good start to the Premier League season. I'm pleased with that. Cano's back now as well, which is pleasing. And as we advance a little bit further through into August, we will see the draw for the Champions League come through, and we'll know exactly who we've got in the group stage of that competition. Not involved in the qualifiers, of course. After winning the competition, we have the chance to defend our title without having to qualify, even though we finished 6th in the Premier League last season. Exactly emulating Chelsea's season from 2012. FA Cup win, Champions League win, and 6th in the Premier League. Arsenal, Martinelli's their only sale. They signed Douglas Luiz and David. Wait and see as we trickle down through the hours what's going to happen with the rest of the league. Not much as things stand. Not much at all. A relatively quiet transfer deadline day, and we will take our extra money to January. Transfer for Sander Berger of 29.9 million. You're not having one of my starting midfielders for undervalue. You'd have to offer me a hell of a lot of money to get Sander Berger out my starting lineup. So that's not happening. Burnley. I was Burnley the wrong screen. West Ham, sorry. So Bournemouth, actually spending a little bit of money on Yukuru and Carrasco. Yannick Ferreira, Carrasco presumably. Daniel Grunewald and Leguizamon going out. Arsenal spending more than they made. 80.2 spent overall. Suso in at Brighton without Benacer out. Diop in at Burnley. I don't know. There could be any number of Diops. Maybe Issa Diop from West Ham. We've spent £108 million with Brandon Williams and Martinelli coming in. No sales. Bui, Gaia, and Golovin, whatever you pronounce his name, in at Chelsea, with Roca leaving. Bittencourt and Nuss in at Palace, Matt leaving. Everton have spent a decent amount. Tomasson and Martial, of course, as we saw earlier. Stansfield and Calvert-Lewin. They've sold Calvert-Lewin. Leeds doing a little bit, but minimal. Leicester doing a little bit, but minimal. Chilwell has left them now, though. Not sure where he's gone. Dembele, could be a number of Dembeles, and Barella, Nicolo Barella, in at Liverpool, with Dele Alli going to Atletico Madrid, as we saw, and Buendia, not sure where he's gone. Minimal business at City. Brooks in United, with Sabitzer joining as well. Tielemans, they've sold Tielemans too, as well as Brandon Williams. Intrigued to see where Tielemans has gone. Luisamon's gone to Newcastle. I presume that's Luke de Jong. It won't be Frankie for 740 grand, will it? Balanta in at Norwich with Iwobi out. Matt Mwanga and Ocampos in at Southampton. Fabinho in at Tottenham, with Foyth, Rodri and Lima leaving. Big loss, Rodri, from their starting lineup. Falkir out of Watford, and that's it. Reina Adelaide and Carrasco out, with Reina Adelaide in and McKenna in, with Carrasco out at West Ham, and then minimal business from Wolves. So let's see then who we have in the Champions League. And also, let's see what the other top deals were in that window. Let's have a look at transfer history. So, Martinelli was the biggest. David has gone to Arsenal. Jonathan David, 87 rated, and was still at Genk. Wow. How many 90-plus stats does he want? Incredible player by the looks of things. Brandon Williams to me, Dele Alli to Atletico, Martial to Everton. Sadio Mane, a 35-year-old Sadio Mane, from PSG to Barcelona. As if Barcelona needed more older players. Nicolo Barella to Liverpool, as we saw. Rodri went to Barcelona too, 31 years of age. Tielemans went to Bayern. Douglas Luiz has come from Aston Villa to Arsenal, as we saw. Fabinho from Barca to Spurs. It was Moussa Dembele from Lyon to Liverpool, 87 rated. Ben Chilwell went to Juventus. Jose Gaia to Chelsea. Chilwell, as I record this, still very likely to go to Chelsea, but not necessarily confirmed yet. Okay, I don't know who that is. Michal Karbovnik from Legia Warszawa to Juventus. Bui, I don't know anything about him either, to Chelsea. Reina Adelaide to West Ham. Golovin we saw to Chelsea. Paqueta has gone to Leverkusen. No, AC Milan is where Paqueta was originally, isn't it? Foyth has gone to Leipzig. Minimal deals here though. Henry Onyekuru. David Brooks has gone to... David Brooks or Daniel Brooks? It's David Brooks, isn't it? To Manchester United from Inter. Torres, Sabitzer to Real Madrid. Bendia went to AC Milan. Calvert-Lewin went to AC Milan. Mateta, the pace merchant, into Ajax. Yeah, loads of smaller deals, but nothing massive. Or minimal massive. Look, how rare is it that you get to the bottom of this list and you're in the tens for value. Right, so Basel, Valencia, and Inter Milan. Basel, Valencia, and Inter Milan then in our Champions League group. I'll go and play Crystal Palace now to end the episode, as I mistakenly simmed the game against Watford, so you actually have a decent amount of gameplay in today's episode, and it means that we won't have to sim quite so many games in tomorrow's episode as well. So I guess overall it does actually work in my favour, not that it was intended. We will train on the way though, so I will see you against Crystal Palace. What? I just come to this menu. Like I did my training. Aberdeen went up to 87 rated, and we've gone into a new month. I've just glanced at the squad, and Don Brown is now 91 rated. He just jumped. He was 87. I think he's just jumped 4 ratings in a month. What the I've never seen that before. He's just, in the space of a month, just gone up to 91. What is that? I've never seen that before. Have you guys encountered that previously? What the hell? Aberdeen just went up to 87 because his finishing went to 82, up from 81. And I was going to mention that on this menu here, so I went to it. Campos is up to 92 as well now, from 91. But Don Brown has just leapt up 4 ratings in the space of 2 weeks. I don't really know why that's happened. Because I haven't changed anything. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain. But, okay. Alright. Well, Don Brown's 91 rated now. Sure. Palace are playing a 4-5-1. Richter, Junior, Ryan Christie, Evangelista and Pedraza in the middle with Yaremchuk up top. In goal, they've still got Ryan Schofield. Pedroza, Valenzuela, Riedeveld and Elliott is their back four. Well, Palace, of course, went down 2 seasons ago after losing their first 17 games in a row, for then subsequently beating me. So they had to go. They very nearly survived, but in the end they stayed up after a remarkable second half to the season. They went down. They've come back up again. They're going to get a free kick here. Frustrating. I'm not really too sure what I did wrong there. He outmuscled me as much as I bumped into him. Junior will deliver it towards the back post. Our new massively high-rated centre mid will get rid of it. Genuinely don't understand how that's happened. I promise you, I haven't changed anything with the live editor or anything. He's just gone up by 4 ratings, seemingly overnight. Oh, Aberdeen was in there. If I'd have played a through ball rather than a pass to feet, it probably would have found him. Never mind. Crystal Palace beat me by 3-0 last time we played here at Vicarage Road, at Selhurst Park. So I have to be wary, and will be wary. Don Brown down the line there to Martinelli. Was that goal against Tottenham so good that it forced Don Brown up 3 or 4 ratings? Maybe. Unfortunately, this shot, not as good. Space there for Martinelli. Just halter for the time being. Abadia, he really needs to step up, actually. He's been quite poor at the beginning of this season. Oh, what a turn from Jack. What a block by Elliott. Abadia's shot's blocked. Going to fall for Sanderbergo. Can't get it under control because, well, his dribbling's not necessarily his strong suit, is it? Pedrosa just had enough. Anywhere will do for Palace, apparently, at the minute. They're getting a little bit flustered at the back here. I'll lay that back to Don Brown. Oh, I wanted to so bad, but just couldn't do it. I couldn't get the space to Abadia. Trying to work some space of his own. To Brown. Then through for Abadia. Try and hook it back towards goal. Schofield makes a good save and battered away. Win that header, please. It's going to fall for them, unfortunately. We're trying our hardest here to get 1-0 up, but I can't quite seem to get that first goal. What a ball that is to Richter, who's in behind, picks out a teammate, and Cano's in the way. Oh, is there an offside in there as well? Eusebio Cano is ever reliable to block a shot. Back to Williams. We've had so much of the ball in this game. Over 60% possession. 5 or 6 shots so far. And still no goal. He says as Abadia comes good. It's about time he started scoring this season. And that was a really tasty finish on that left-hand side. Pleased with that. Does that a lot. Backs into the defender and then just tries to turn. And he's finally gotten away. And I needed a finish like that to restore my confidence in Agustin Abadia. Still think that's just his first goal of the season, though, isn't it? Oh, it's his third. Simulated. No, the simulated game against Watford was Carabao Cup. Leicester. I forgot about the Leicester game. Oh, well. Still haven't been that impressed with Abadia, to be honest, this season. He is underperforming, but I guess if he's going to score 3 goals in 5 games whilst he's at it, then I have to let him off a little bit. It does mean that once he does find his groove this season, then he should be pretty unbeatable. Thankfully, Steffen's quite unbeatable. There's Brown. Berger. Martinelli. Abadia. All looking to replicate the first goal and doing so well. Defender in closer proximity this time, but still able to spin him and tuck it home. Agustin Abadia. All right. Maybe he's finally turning up. Nice football, and then he had to show some good strength there, actually, and was pushed to the ground after he got the shot away. 4th goal of the Premier League season for Abadia now. Maybe I should hold my tongue before quite openly criticising some players. Firing back at me there, isn't he? And then immediately winning the ball back, as if to prove my point in the... or his point in the moment. Win that, please, Salisu. I know you're tracking backwards, but you're going to have to win it. And he hasn't. Richter. Oh, he's got lucky to get past Cano. I mean, if it isn't a straight red. Not even a card.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
Okay. If that isn't a clear and obvious goal-scoring opportunity, I'm not sure what is. Yaremchuk buries the pen, and we don't get our clean sheet. And at the start of the second half, things haven't necessarily gone according to plan. We are on the back foot. We could have been down to 10 men. Luckily, we aren't. Go on the overlap here, Parisial. She has done, but then he's drawn the defender out of the way. Don Brown. Back to Sander Berger. Get this quickly to Abadia. Or can he rep? No. Oh, still. Surely. There we go. Martinelli's first goal for the club. That wasn't necessarily according to plan. But in the back of the net it went, so we'll take it. I got so lucky there. How Abadias held the defender off, I'm not sure. Keeper came to close him down, and Martinelli would have had a harder job of missing than he did scoring. And that's his first goal in a Cambridge United shirt. And probably over the course of the next season or two that he'll spend at the club, the easiest one he'll score as well. 3 minutes added on, we will get the 3-1 victory. Or maybe more. Or maybe more. That's a terrible pass. We'll get the 3-1 victory. Or maybe more. Volley towards the back post. But he is in for a hat-trick. Well held by Schofield. We'll get the 3-1 win. Or maybe less. We'll get the 3-1 win. Get out. And then we'll take it from there. Game didn't want to end, did it? Neither did my sentence. 3 points against Crystal Palace. Which is, well, definitely on the balance of play, the right result. We just didn't quite make it secure until the very final few moments. Copyright, piss off, Champions League. Right then, so we will start with Basel tomorrow in the Champions League. But yeah, like I say, what was my last one? It was Wilson. Like I say, I'm not sure how heavily to prioritise the Champions League. Obviously, financially, would do us the world of good for next season to get out of the Champions League group stage. And I would imagine us doing that against Basel and Valencia. Inter, you would presume, are going to top the group. But we can't write Valencia off. And with that game against Wigan there, it's still going to be a busy month of September. So, we have a lot to come tomorrow. I'll probably sim Basel, then play Southampton, Newcastle and Valencia. I think that's the way we'll do it. In which case, I might as well just sim the Basel game now, mightn't I? Might as well just sim the Basel game now. Get it done out the way. Rather than just starting the episode with it tomorrow. Campos gets us off to a great start with a goal after a minute. And hopefully we can end this episode with a victory in a sim game as we started it. Unintentionally. Abadia makes it 2-1. And we could well be off to a great start in the Champions League. I'm keeping an eye out at the bottom as well for Campos makes it 3. We will get a good start to the Champions League. Keeping an eye out for, there you go, for the Valencia Inter game. And Lautaro Martinez makes it 1-1. Barcelona equalise against AC Milan in the last minute, or close to it. And Sufati picking up the goal. And Southampton at home is where we will start tomorrow's episode. So I'll save it from here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate the support on the channel. Let me know what you think of all of the things raised in this episode, most notably the post this series plans. And for now, that's all for this episode. There will of course be another one tomorrow, so make sure you stick to the channel with your notification bell ticked and the subscription still active, and I will see you in that one tomorrow.